It is exactly a year ago today since 298 people died when Malaysia Airlines Flight MH17 was shot down over eastern Ukraine. We know exactly what happened to that plane and the people on board. But what became of another Malaysian Airlines flight, you'll remember MH370, it is still a complete mystery. It disappeared on March the 8th, 2014, after leaving from Kuala Lumpur, and has sparked the most extensive and expensive aviation search in history. Aviation expert Geoffrey Thomas joins me now on the phone from Perth. Geoffrey, thanks so much for joining us. Do you think, is it safe to say we are closer to finding the whereabouts of MH370 and knowing what happened than ever before, or not?
That's a very good question, Paul. I guess we're closer in a sense that we are eliminating areas where it is not. For the listeners, they're searching an area which is about 1,800 kilometres to the south west of Perth, and the area they're searching is about 120,000 square kilometres. And they've roughly done half of it, possibly a fraction more. And it'll take them probably till early next year to finish the search. But thus far, they've found no trace of it. There's no debris. There's nothing. Not a single thing have we actually not a single physical thing have we found.
Which is extraordinary. Are you confident that we are looking in the right area for this plane?
Yes, I am. I've listened to all the theories, and I have analysed many of them. And some of the theories work fine in isolation, like, yes, it had lithium batteries on board the aeroplane. Yes, they might have caught fire. But if that was the case, it would be in the South China Sea. The fact that it flew on for 7 hours, and the Inmarsat tracking information that we have indicates to me conclusively that it's in the southern Indian Ocean. Why it's there, I don't know.
Because, of course,
it has to be human factors.
Well, and that's interesting because, of course, there are two primary mysteries with the disappearance of MH370. The first one, where is it? And the second one, how did it come to be there? Are you confident now, from everything that you know, that this was by design rather than accident?
I think so, absolutely. Because there's too many things that we know for certain that have happened to that aeroplane that can't be an accident. It has to be deliberate. That's the limited information we have, and putting all those things together, talking to the experts. I mean, this team that's looking for this aeroplane is an international team. It's not just simply the Australians and the Malaysians. There's experts from all over the world involved in this, analysing the data. I mean, they had 5 separate teams analysing the data, trying to come up with a location, and they all came up with broadly the same spot with all the information that we had. But we're talking about several systems being shut down. We're talking about 4 to 5 course changes.
Right.
Now, that sort of situation has to be human intervention.
Yeah.
Who those humans were, we don't know.
Geoffrey, what do you think the chances are? Tricky question, but what are the chances we will never know and we will never find MH370?
There is a chance for certain that we will never know and we'll never find it. Absolutely. They say if it's not where they're looking, then they have absolutely no idea where it is. None whatever. And if that was the case, if we came to the end of the 120,000 square kilometre search, they basically said, well, that's it. Unless we get some fresh information, we will stop looking. However, I think that if we don't find it, I think in the years following, different people will mount searches, and billionaires here and there will say, "Look, I think there's a chance it's here," and they'll fund the search to look in different spots. I mean, we've kept searching for things, the Titanic,
and eventually they've turned up. Yeah.
And eventually we find them. I think that I think that our desire to find things and to have answers to questions will keep driving us to look for this.
Absolutely, because the human race love mysteries and we love solving them. Geoffrey, thank you so much for joining us. Geoffrey Thomas, Editor-in-Chief of airlineratings.com. And just to put Jeff into perspective there, if there is an airline issue anywhere in the world, Geoffrey Thomas is called on to commentate on it. 100 million Australian dollars have been spent on the search for MH17 so far. And the extraordinary thing is this jetliner, comparatively new plane, has gone missing and the area has been narrowed down, best guess, to 120,000 square kilometres. It's still a big world, isn't it?